Hi, I'm just going to take you through creating a chart that has a logarithmic y-axis as well as how to add a trend line to that, which is not any different than what you did before, but it's just a slightly different selection when you create the trend line itself. So what I've already done here, this is something that you've done with your data already. These are your total number of events at each range. And if you remember, in order to plot this, we just take the midpoint of that bin to do the plotting. So that's our 2, 4.66, 7.4. And if you remember, you had to calculate your average of all of your earthquakes or your slip events that were greater than 8. So for this faux data set, I guess faux data set is not the right word, but I'm just going to say invented data set. There was just one event that was bigger than 8, and I just made up 9.5. That's how big that event was. So now what you can do is actually plot your magnitude relative to, and remember the n per year is really about probability, 17.2% probability of something less than 4, less than 1% for something that is greater than 8. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to select one, press Control, then click and drag, take the second column's data, and I'm going to go ahead and insert a chart scatter plot, and that looks good. Now what we can do in Excel is just go ahead and click on that vertical axis, right click, and we want to format that axis. And the options that you have, you can, if you want, you can play with the major and minor units. You can play with the range, but our range actually looks pretty good. But what we want to do is we want to change our y-axis to log scale. And I'm going to actually add some tick marks here inside the chart. So hopefully you can see right to the, here, let me select that. Hopefully you can see those tick marks there, which give you a better idea as to where all of your data are in terms of n per year. You would obviously also add an x and a y axis labels when you create yours, similar to what you had to do in the previous tutorial, or what I explained in the previous tutorial. But the other thing you need to do is to add a trend line to your data. So I've selected the data, I'm right clicking, click on Add Trend Line. And what's funky is because the y-axis is logarithmic, if you put a y equals mx plus b line on it, you get this bizarre looking thing. Instead, what we want is an exponential. So you click on exponential, and that actually plots as a straight line when you have a logarithmic y-axis. And we want to display the equation on the chart. And so hopefully you can see that that equation. So the way to think about this, if you wanted to know what the chances were of having a magnitude 3 earthquake, you would actually use this equation, put it in there, and I'm going to actually make this larger so you can see that a little bit better. Plug it in there, and this is a power, like we're thinking about exponential, so it's actually in the exponential, so it'd be 3 times negative 0.406. And then what you would do is you would take E, which is, I think it's like 2.71828, something like that, and raise it to that power, and then multiply it by 0.437, and what you would get would be the probability of an earthquake of that value happening. So it's kind of funky when you think about what that power function would look like. The other thing that you need to do, and I didn't do it, I should have clicked it initially, is display the R squared value on the chart. So let me make sure that that actually happens. Let me move this out of the way. Let me select that trend line, format trend line. Oh, there it is. Let's try that again. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Anyway, so now you can see I'm the one who got to choose the data points, and so I chose data points that are going to create a beautiful fit. Here's 0.9608. That is really nice. Most of the data are very close to being right on that trend line. So Now you have, like I said, you would want to put your axis labels on there. And I'm actually going to do one change here. You notice how the 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 are on the top. I don't really like that, so I want it to actually plot on the bottom. Whoops, that's the wrong one. Let's go back to axis options. Labels, there we go. And I want it to be low. Now I have my values down at the bottom of the chart. Just makes me feel better having it down there. And anyway, you can go ahead and add the axis labels just like you did in the past. You could also just click on the chart elements here and click Add Axis Labels. And you can just go ahead and edit those at will. I hope this helped. If you were having trouble dealing with Excel in creating the log plot itself or adding the trend line, I hope that this answered any questions that you have. If not, let me know.